This video is just meant to show off one of the ways you can complete the Mirror Earth scenario in Plague Inc. Evolved. This game is a sort of real-time strategy game where the object is to use and customize your pathogen to destroy humanity. There are several different scenarios and many of them can be completed with any of the pathogens that are unlocked. To make this particular scenario more interesting than already having a version of Earth where humid places are now arid and cold places are now hot, I chose to try and complete it with a fungus. They're not great at spreading across long distances, but there are several different ways to go about overcoming that setback. One method would be to rush all of the spore burst abilities unique to the fungus. After all the spore bursts have been released, the final ability will continually release spores into the air, helping spread the plague across the globe. That's not to say you won't still need to improve its ability to survive in extreme climates. Since this is a mirrored version of Earth's climates, all the regular recommendations I would suggest the opposite of. For example, since much of Africa and South America is cold and Russia, Greenland, and Canada are all hot, you have to switch up how you go about mutating your symptoms and transmission methods. This playthrough is a little long, so if you are not interested in seeing what steps I took and when, and you just want to watch the instant replay where it spreads across the globe, you can skip to the end and see it. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy this gameplay video. If you have any questions or comments about this scenario, pathogen type, or the game itself, please feel free to leave them in the section below. And stay safe till next time. Error. Error. Error.
Flight 291 is now boarding. All passengers, please proceed to Gate 4. Flight 291 is now boarding. All passengers, please proceed to Gate 4.
Ring around the rosy pocket full of posies. Ashes beat all down.
Three 337 for Bravo Fox Papa.
Flight 291 is now boarding. All passengers, please proceed to gate 4. Flight 291 is now boarding. All passengers, please proceed to gate 4.
Ring around the rosy, pocket full of roses. Ashes, ashes, your